There'll be only one class of white-faced crosses, so I'm going to make a first call. First call for class number 2. Class number 2, first call. That'll be commercial ewe lambs weighing 90 to 100 pounds. First call, class number 2. All right, kids, let's line them up. Our judge today is Mr. Donnie Bagalka. Donnie comes to us from Castlewood, South Dakota. His wife, Stacy, and 3 daughters are all involved in their sheep and cattle operation. Daughters are Callie, Brooke, and Bryn. They also have 4 grandsons. Donnie and his family run 200 black-faced, mostly Hampshire ewes with approximately 400 recip ewes. They flush around 50 donors a year. Raise a lot of market lambs and breeding stock nationwide. Their sheep have done very, very well all across the United States and a lot of the majors. Along with their sheep, they also have a large Hereford cattle operation specializing in show heifer production. Let's give Mr. Bagalka, our judge this afternoon, a nice Buckeye welcome. Second call for class number 2. Class number 2, commercial ewe lambs weighing 90 to 140 pounds. Again, there's only one class of the white-face crosses, so these will be your black-face crosses. Class number 2, commercial ewe lambs weighing 90 to 100 pounds. Last call for class number 2. Class number 2, that'll be your black-face cross. Ewe lambs weighing 90 to 100 pounds. Last call. Okay, about ready to close the gates on class number 2. Those black-face crosses weighing 90 to 100 pounds. And again, just a reminder, don't forget to bring your cards. You need to bring your cards for your, not only your way back, but also for your placing. throughout our commercial use show today. The top 5 will be on a way back, so they will be going through the scales before the final placing. This year, our sponsor of our scale is the Shell House Livestock Company. Again, they've been very gracious to, they purchased in the auction the banner for the sponsoring our scale this year. Again, thank you to the Shell House Livestock Company.
Keep this in my pocket. Well, good afternoon. Certainly is a pleasure to be here in Ohio for your commercial use show, and really an excellent way to start off here at these white-faced crosses. And I think, you know, obviously, as you can see, there's every weight out here, so we've got a lot of differences in maturity and where they're at, but there's never no doubt these first two are certainly the body style that I'm going to be looking for. This one in first, I mean, she's very, very elite. You study her from the side, you love her silhouette, her rib cage, her underline. Then you get your hands on her, and she's very fresh to the touch. She's very good in her loin edge, very good through her chest floor. You get her in motion, and you like her even better. This really immature one in second, I really like her style and her balance. She's a really good built one. I mean, she's probably as wild as looking as any of them out here in terms of her shortness of blade and her roundness of cage. She's just a little too immature, I think, today to run up with the first one, but I just love her balance and her kind. This ewe in third was a big backed one. She's got a great big back, a big loin edge, a big hip. She's maybe just a little deeper than maybe I'd prefer in her fore rib. I'd just like to tuck her up a little bit as we move, as we compare her to the top two. Young lady in fourth does a great job of presenting this one, never out of line, always set up really good. This one here just gets a nickel deep in her fore rib as I compare them to the first three, but I love the stoutness of feature, the bone, the massive back shape she has, maybe getting us a little dry over her loin edge. This one in five, it really can give you a good look. I really like her on the profile. I guess the biggest thing here is I compare the top four. You get her in motion. She maybe doesn't keep her head up as nice. She gets a little rigid in her spine. Maybe doesn't quite handle her back legs quite like the first 4, but I think 5 very excellent white-faced cross ewes to start off this particular show tonight. A very good lineup from from 6th place all the way down. Let's give them all a nice hand as we congratulate them for their work.
Okay, our results from our white-faced crosses out of class number 1. First place goes to Jada Schroyer from DeGraff. Second place is Braden Wolf from Upper Sandusky. Third place is Carson Narup from Loveland. Fourth, Cagney Craft from Fort Recovery. Fifth place is Morgan Neal from Bellevue. Sixth place goes to Nathan Sattler from Defiance. Seventh, Julian Ball from Danville. Eighth, Callie Hoppus from Marion. Ninth place, Brock Shear from Shreve. And 10th place, Avery Rice from Farmdale. Entering the ring is class number 2. Class number 2. These will be your black-faced commercial ewe lambs weighing 90 to 100 pounds. First call for class number 3. Class number 3, commercial ewe lambs weighing 101 to 104. Class number 3 to the Schroyer Showstock Makeup Arena. First call. Again, for 2026, we are live streaming our show again this year. This here would be our 3rd year that we've had the opportunity to have live streaming here at the Ohio State Fair for all of our market lamb and commercial and showmanship contest. This year, Ringside Live, they will be live streaming during all 3 days here at the Ohio State Fair. This year, our live streaming is being sponsored by the Shell House Livestock Company. Again, there'll be some rotating ads also that were provided by supporters from Amstutz Show Lambs, McCurdy Club Lambs, Johnson Show Lambs, and the Ohio Farm Bureau Federation, Nationwide Insurance, and the OSAI Lead Counsel. But again, we appreciate the Shell House Livestock Company for being our sponsor for Ringside live streaming today here at the 2026 Ohio State Fair. Second call for class number 3. Second call, class number 3, Blackface Cross ULAMs win 101 to 104. Second call. We'll try to recognize several people that have been sponsors of our shows throughout the next 3 days. There is the Big Committee, which was founded on simple belief, bred well, and raised right. Through the support of generous partners, including our title sponsors, which is A.J. Boofer and Son and Farm Credit. And today's show sponsors are Adam Family Club Lambs and Stock Show Secrets. And many dedicated breeders, businesses, and families. We're proud to recognize our hard work and accomplishments of Ohio's junior sheep exhibitors. Through the generous support of our sponsors, breeders, and industry partners, the Big Committee is proud to provide additional awards that celebrate the success of the Ohio junior sheep exhibitors. These awards recognize the dedication required to raise and exhibit quality livestock while reflecting the Big Committee's commitment on bred well and raised right and investing in the next generation of the sheep industry. The monetary awards will be provided to the top 5 in each of the open Jackpot U shows and also the top 5 overall. Okay, we're going to make a last call. Last call for class number 3. Class number 3, Blackface ULAMs win 101 to 104. We need to have those to the Schroyer Showstock Makeup Arena. Last call.
Well, as we get in here to these lightweight blackface ewes, obviously very immature and green in their condition, but this silver sheep kind of navigates to the top rather quickly in terms of just rib cage and underlying balance. You get your hands on her, she's very fresh and firm to the touch with a nice shape to her back. You get her in motion, she still maintains that balance. I think just it's a really nice place to start. Then it gets really close because there's obviously not a one out here I think that just screams at you that you got to move them up. 2 and 3 I think are very similar. 2's maybe just a little more ripped up in terms of back shape. She's got a ditch running all the way to her back and down the top of her tail, but you get her on the side, she's just a little more appropriate in terms of her underlying balance and her lower spring to her the roundness of her cage. I think just a very nice ewe to be second. The 1 and 3 is kind of nondescript in terms of just overall flash, but I think once you handle that one definitely got a big back shape, a good loin edge, one of the better loin edges of the 5 we have out here. Very good on her feet and legs. Maybe just like to change the lower part of her cage. Then in 4 and 5, we've got 2 very eye-appealing ewes. This 1 in 4 is really a long-bodied type of a female that props up really nice. You get her in motion, she's just a little higher in her flank than we'd like to see. I'd like to change her back legs. She just doesn't go around the ring as quite like I would like. The ewe in 5th is another really eye-appealing ewe with a big rack shape. She's another one that's just getting a little too long shank for me from the side profile, just takes her balance off, but certainly a green ewe that's going to have nice days ahead of her. Let's give all these kids a hand in Class 2.
Our results of class number 2. This will be Blackface Cross ewe lambs weighing 90 to 100 pounds. First place goes to Braden Wolf from Upper Sandusky. Second place, Victoria Kovacs from Fulton. Third place, Sophia Michael from Lynchburg. Fourth, Kinsley Bruns from Fort Recovery. Fifth place, Reese Cook from Mansfield. Sixth place, Jensen Gennari from Huron. Seventh place, Hunter Saltzner from Seville. Eighth place, Harlan Browsey from Sycamore. Ninth, Kinsey Wooten from Salem. And 10th place, Aubrey Limber from Defiance. Entering the ring is class number 3. Class number 3, these ewe lambs weigh 101 to 104 pounds. Going to make a first call. First call, class number 4. Class number 4, Blackface Cross ewe lambs weighing 105 to 107. Need to have those to the Schroyer Showstock Makeup Arena. Just a reminder for all junior market lamb exhibitors, if you get a chance, maybe between classes or maybe you've already been there, but there is the Swag Stop Shop down in the Voinovich. Anyhow, it's a free goodie bag for all the market lamb exhibitors. There's a lot of cool things in that bag, and it's free. So if you get a chance, stop down there at the Swag Stop Shop. They'll be closing today at 4 o'clock. For all you skillathoners, the top 10 skillathon results are available in the junior fair office. Also, record books can also be picked up. Again, skillathon results are available in the junior fair office, and record books can be picked up. Second call for class number 4. Class number 4, Blackface Cross ewe lambs weighing 105 to 107. About ready to finish this class up. So last call for class number 4. Last call, class number 4, Blackface Ewe Lambs weighing 105 to 107.
A nice class of ewes as we move in here to the second class of black faces. And we got a lot of differences in types and kinds when it comes to analyzing rib cage structures and feet and legs and how they should all go together. So it was maybe a little more of a struggle to get to the top 5 as we've seen in the first 2 classes. But I think first impressions hit you pretty well. When this one walked in, I thought this was probably the one. Just silhouette and balance certainly wins it in this particular class. Young man gets her stuck. She's very elegant in terms of her profile. You get on top of her and she's got some shape. She's got the right wedge from front to rear. You might like to change her a little bit in motion. I'd like to see just a little more reach in that one. But I think in this particular class, certainly a nice place to go. The one in second sure gives you the good look from the side. I mean, this thing's underlying balance is really good. Her top line's good. Her muscle shape is good. She just needs to be taller at the top of her shoulders. She just runs downhill when you get her in motion. And if we could change that, she would have won about 5 minutes ago because she's the right kind. The one in third's one that's just a good sheep. She's got some rib cage to her. She's got some back shape to her. I like her length of hip as I compare to the next 2. Just like to change her lower rib cage. It needs to be shallower and it needs to have more curvature to the lower part of her rib. The one in fourth is probably the one that when you see her a walk in motion, you'd like to maybe change some things about her. She gets a little out of whack and out of balance, but when you get her propped up, she is a good cage sheep. She's good in her underline. And surprisingly, when you put your hands on her, she's one of the better loin edges that we have out here. I'd just like to give her a bigger foot and just kind of put her together a little nicer when we get her in motion. The one in fifth props up really nice. I like the shape to her rib cage. She's just one that when we get her in motion, her front end comes down. She's a little too short hips, so that affects the length of her stride. But I think a nice balanced sheep that has some muscle. Let's give these kids a nice hand for coming out.
Our results of class number 3. Class number 3s, these are black-faced cross ewe lambs weighing 101 to 104 pounds, 17 head shown. First place goes to Chance Holly from Bowling Green. Second place, Hunter Burns from Greenville. Third, Aaron Schweiderman from Salina. Fourth place, Shelby Bays from Ashland. Fifth, Kenzie Wooten from Salem. Sixth place, Delaney Duke from Worcester. Seventh, Aubrey Barrera from Somerset. Eighth, Brinley Bollinger from Sterling. Ninth place goes to Joe Byers from Waleska, Georgia. And 10th place goes to Gabby Himes from Ripley. Entering the ring, we have class number 4. Class number 4, these will be black-faced crosses weighing 105 to 107. First call, class number 5. Class number 5, those are commercial ewe lambs weighing 108 to 113 pounds. We need to have those into the Schroyer show stock. Makeup arena, first call, class number 5. again for our Open Youth Jackpot Youth Show. Part of our awards today, again, thanks to the Ohio Sheep and Wool Program's funding and also from the Ohio Sheep Improvement Association initiative. More than $87,000 was being invested directly into the youth sheep exhibitors here at the Ohio State Fair. This support from the Ohio Sheep is the driving force behind the Ohio State Fair Sheep Excellence Initiative, which we're very proud to recognize its impact. This initiative is inclusive and open to every exhibitor here in the sheep barn. Every young person has the opportunity to compete for payouts in market lambs, breeding sheep, showmanship, and outstanding exhibitor programs. Additional dollars raised helped enhance the barn itself, supporting live streaming, champion and reserve champion banners, and improvements that showcase our exhibitors and strengthen Ohio's sheep industry. The Ohio Sheep Improvement Association, in cooperation with the Ohio State Fair Sheep Barn Directors, extend a sincere thank you to the Ohio Sheep and Wool Program Board of Directors and all the supporters of the Ohio State Fair Sheep Barn Promotion Auction for making these opportunities possible. Your investment in shaping the future of Ohio's youth and future to our industry. During this Open Youth Jackpot Youth Show, the top 3 in each class will be receiving a red envelope which will contain a letter explaining the Ohio State Fair Sheep Barn Promotion Auction and a list of the banner sponsors with names and addresses for your youth to write a thank you note for the sponsors. Second call for class number 5. Blackface ewe lambs weighing 108 to 113. Second call. Last call for class number 5. Last call, class number 5. We're ready to finish this class. Blackface ewe lambs weighing 108 to 113.
again, a little more of a challenging class, but I think the one that kind of puts the most good things together, obviously, is going to be the young ladies in the first hole. This is one that probably wins it just because of the foot and leg structure she has and when she gets in motion. She is certainly the soundest tracking one we have out here. I like her bone shape. I like the structure to her back leg, and I like the way her front leg comes down onto the ground. But then you get your hands on her. She's one of the fresher backed ones. She's one of the better loined ones. Just a really nice place to start. Like I said, she just wins because the way she can move in the ring. The blue sheep kind of was the first impression sheep. This one certainly draws you a nice picture. Puts her hands on her. She's certainly a big racked one, a big loined one, and a big hipped one. But one, when you get her in motion, she's just too short stepping for me. We just need to make her a little more extended in her hip so that she can track just a little bit nicer. Certainly the big cage one's young man in third. This is a big opened up one. I really appreciate the curvature to the rib, the width through the center part of her rib. I like her underlying balance. I like her feet and legs. She's probably a little nondescript and generic in terms of her touch today. She's a little washy over his loin. One I'd certainly like to freshen up, but I certainly like the stoutness of feature. I like the openness of cage. I think that's a very nice ewe lamb to be in third. We got a wild silhouette one coming here in four. I mean, this one draws you a good picture. She's a very high-headed, long-necked sheep. She's very long-bodied. She's one that's just too closed up for me. You stand in front of her, she's just too narrow through her chest. Then you get off on the side of her. She's another one of those sheep that's maybe a little longer shanked, just throws her balance off from the side. But as far as eye appeal, height, the shoulder, I certainly like her. And then the opposite's this one in five. This one's a little smaller statured. I'd like to get her a little taller fronted. She's very opened up in her cage. She just gets a little out of balance when she gets in motion. She doesn't handle her spine quite as nice, but a certainly muscular sheep for the young man in five. So let's give all these kids a nice hand for coming out with their project.
Our results of class number four. Class number four, these were black-faced cross ewe lambs weighing 105 to 107. First place goes to Macy Miller from Carroll. Second place goes to Jane Graham from Patriot. Third place, Hunter Saltzner from Seville. Fourth place, Victoria Kovacs from Fulton. Fifth place, Isaac Petrie from Tip City. Sixth place, Ella Altizer from Sunbury. Seventh place, Dawson Staley from Fredericktown. Eighth place, Joe Bias from Waletsky, Georgia. Ninth place, Abby Bias from Waleska, Georgia. And 10th place goes to Justin Grassball from Creston. Hi, Travis. Hi, buddy. How are you? Great, thanks. First call for class number six. Class number six, black-faced cross ewe lambs weighing 114 to 115. We need to have those in the Schroyer Show Stock Makeup Arena, class number six. Class number 6, second call. Class number 6. We need those black-face cross ewe lambs win 114 to 115. Class number 6 to the Schroyer Showstock Makeup Arena. We're about ready to finish class number 5. Let's make a final call. Final call for class number 6. Black Face Cross ewe lambs weighing 114 to 115. This will be your final call to the Schroyer Showstock Livestock Makeup Arena.
Well, nice class of ewe lambs here. A little harder to sort because there's something about each one I'd like to change, and I'm trying not to be too critical in that particular area and just analyze them for the good things they have. But sometimes it gets hard when you got pet peeves at home and what you're willing to accept, and that's all part of livestock judging. Probably the best balanced one is the one we're going to elect to lead off with. I mean, as far as silhouette and tall at the top of the shoulder, straight line, good underline, good under back legs. This is certainly one that fits that, checks all the boxes. For me, I'd like to make her cage a little bit rounder, to the lower part of her cage, I think that would just open her up just a little bit more. But I think you weigh all the other positives. I think that's the one that you kind of need to start with. The one in second takes a while to gravitate to. I'd like to change her back legs, and I guess that's why I didn't move her up right away, because I would like to change the structure of them. But other than that, you get off on this look, she's very excellent. She's tall-shouldered. She's very shallow and good in terms of her underlying quality. She's got good back shape. I'd just like to see her go better when she goes away from you. Obviously, the heavy-muscled one's the young man in third. This thing is ripped open, big back shape, big butt flare. With all of that, she's just too low-fronted, and she's just too compact for me to get really excited about and say we have to start with her, because she's either got to be first or third, because just the way her build is in terms of her muscle. She's just too low fronted and just too jammed together, but I certainly appreciate the wild features she has in the other areas in terms of muscle and cage and how opened up she is. But a nice, very excellent project for the young man. Then in 4 and 5, we got bigger scaled, longer bodied sheep compared to the first 3, and that's all good too, because we got to keep them some length of hip in these sheep if we're going to get them to walk the way we want them to walk. And so that's why I'm not being too critical on them in terms of being a bigger scaled, more outlined sheep. The 1 in 4's got a better touch and a better forerib than the 1 in 5. They're both very similar again in terms of their length of body and their kind. But a nice class of sheep from top to bottom. Let's all give them a nice hand.
Our results of class number 5. 18 head shown. Those ewe lambs weighed 108 to 113 pounds. First place goes to Callie Hoppus from Marion. Second place, Brindley Bollinger from Sterling. Third place, Coy Beck from Pittetsville. Fourth place, Boston Stapleton from Somerville. Fifth place, Taylor Workman from Springfield. Sixth place, Rowan Ward from Waverly. Seventh place, Lexa Dunlap from Mainville. Eighth place, Zayden Wooten from Salem. Ninth place, Brock Shear from Shreve. And 10th place goes to Adeline Gillette from Edinburgh, Pennsylvania. In the ring, we have class number 6. Class number 6, these are black-face cross ewe lambs weighing 114 to 115. Let's go with the first call for class number 7. Class number 7, black-face cross ewe lambs weighing 116 to 118. Into the Schroyer Showstock Makeup Arena. First call, 116 to 118, class number 7. Go ahead.
I see Steve Myers is enjoying the show. Must be praying about this class or something.
Do you sleep down there?
Sure looks like it to me.
Steve Myers to the Road Center, please. Steve Myers, Road Center, please.
He might not even hear it.
Oh,
Second call for class number 7. Class number 7, ULAMs weighing 116 to 118. Second call, class number 7. Again, the top 10 Skillathon results are available in the Junior Fair office. You want to go check those out. Also, your record books. Your record books can be picked up. Last call for class number 7. Last call for class number 7. Blackface Cross ULAMs weighing 116 to 118. Last call. For all you parents, maybe even grandparents, if you could and if you would and if you want, Megan Hunker Ruffing and her crew is here again this year taking professional action shots and photos, not only here in the ring, but also at the backdrop, which is back here by the office for Lindy's Livestock Photos. Got Carly helping us out here today. And if you'd like some extra photos of your exhibitor, come see Carly. All the photos are for sale at lindyslivestockphotos.com.
Well, nice class of ewes as we move up in here in the weight limits. But the one that wins kind of won as soon as she stepped foot in the ring. This one separates herself by quite some margin from what she has to compete with. This is the good-footed one. This is the good moving one. And then she's the good built one. She's good in her rib cage. She's good in her underline. You really like her when you handle her top. She's the best loin-edged one we have out here. I think just a very excellent ewe lamb to start this class. Then we got some differences, and we got some give and take. The next best handling one is the one in second. She's probably the next best ribbed one. She is just a little high in her tail head. I'd like to lower that a little bit when she gets in motion, but I think as far as balance and kind and symmetry, she fits into the two-hole really nicely. Kind of a wild features one, this one in third. She's the tall-fronted one. She's the wild outline one. She's a long neck, short-bladed one. It's very good in terms of her cage and her underline. She's just a little out on her skeleton when you watch her walk away. We need to drop her twist, and we need to square her up a little bit on her back legs. But I really like the way that she looks and her handle. Then in four, we got one that's just a little bit deeper probably than the top three, but certainly a good built one. It has a good touch to her. She's got a big flare to her stifle. She's just a little flatter in terms of the lower curvature to her rib as we compare her to the top three. But she's got more product than the one in five. The one in five is one we got to change on her back legs as well. We need to see her track just a little bit nicer as she moves away. But a really nice class of ewe lambs from top to bottom. Let's give them all a nice hand.
Our results of class number 6. Class number 6, ewe lambs weighing 114 to 115 pounds. First place goes to Tenley Cook from Mansfield. Second place goes to Chance Holly from Bowling Green. Third, Addie Dunlap from Mainville. Fourth place, Carly Mag from Ottawa. Fifth place, McKenna Kemple from Hicksville. Sixth place, Ephraim Fowler from Salesville. Seventh place, Bryn Shearer from Shreve. Eighth place, Shelby Bays from Ashland. Ninth place, Maddox Narup from Mainville. And 10th place, Sierra Boyce from Franklin. Coming in the ring is class number 7. These are ewe lambs weighing 116 to 118 pounds. We're going to make a first call. First call for class number 8. Class number 8, ewe lambs weighing 119 to 123. We need to have those to the Schroyer Showstock Makeup Arena. First call.
I had a lamb in that class.
Second call for class number 8. Class number 8, ULAMs win 119 to 123. Second call to the Schroyer Showstock Makeup Arena.
Well, again, another nice class, and it's kind of like the one we had a couple classes ago where there's some things we need to change on each one, and I'm trying not to be too critical on them and outweigh the positives that they do have. And that's this blue sheep. This blue ewe, as soon as she stepped into the ring, she gives you the good silhouette. And then when you get her propped up just like that, she's the best built one in terms of underline and rib cage and touch. And I guess it's just a personal preference on fitting. I don't think she moves good enough, but I think they got way too much hair on the wool on the backside of that hock. And if you trim that down, I think that one would just look a lot nicer on the move. But that's just a really good built one that I like a lot. The one in second, maybe not quite as flashy as some of the ones we have out here. Just one that you really got to like when you put your hands on her. She's the big touching one. She's probably the biggest backed one. She's the biggest loin-edged one. She's not as big in terms of foot size compared to any of them out here, but she's one that you just got to appreciate all the good things that she has. The one in three is the hard one to really place where she is. She's not good enough on her back wheels for me, and I'm trying not to hit her too hard on that because she gives you a wild silhouette. She's high-headed, she's tall-fronted, she's good bladed, and she's good underline. She's a little off in terms of her loin edge, but maybe that's just the stage of maturity she's in. She needs to be a little bit bigger footed as well, but she's one that once you miss her in the beginning, but then once you start analyzing some wild features, you certainly got to appreciate the good about her. Then in 4 and 5, we just got some good built sheep. The one in 4, just really a big rack sheep that's big in terms of her upper hip. Maybe not quite as good in her back wheels as the first 3, but certainly a good honest sheep that you really appreciate to be in 4. 5, maybe a little more nondescript in terms of muscle shape and touch, but a really good sheep that's got a good rib cage in her and a good underline. So let's give these kids a nice hand.
Our results of class number 7. First place goes to Sutton Weston from Marion. Second place goes to Emma Titak from Zanesville. Third place goes to Elsie Honeycutt from Hartville. Fourth, Kenzie Wooten from Salem. Fifth place, Ephraim Fowler from Salesville. Sixth place, Kenzie Bruns from Fort Recovery. Seventh, Braden Wolf from Upper Sandusky. Eighth, Marissa Snyder, Fort Laramie. Ninth, Hunter Zoltzner from Seville. And 10th place, Jamie Maxson from Conover. Entering the ring is class number 8. These ewe lambs weigh 119 to 123. We'll make a first call for class number 9. Lambs weighing 124 to 126 to the Schroyer Showstock Makeup Arena. Again, we'd like to recognize our sponsors for our show. As you can see, there are several banners decorated around the ring and also up above. The big committee was founded on the simple belief, bred well, raised right, through the support of generous partners, including our title sponsors, A.J. Buffer and Son, and Farm Credit, are today's show sponsors. Adam Family Club Lambs and Stock Show Secrets. And many dedicated breeders, businesses, and families were proud to recognize the hard work and accomplishment of Ohio's junior exhibitors. Again, through the generous support of our sponsors, breeders, and industry partners, the Big Committee is proud to provide additional awards that celebrate the success of the Ohio sheep exhibitors. Again, the monetary awards will be provided to the top 5 in each of the Open Jackpot U Show and the top 5 overall. Again, thank you to the Big Committee.
Do you need to have your microphone on right now?
Second call for class number 9. Second call, class number 9. Ulams weigh 124 to 126. We need those to the makeup arena. Last call for class number 9. Last call, class number 9. Ewe lambs weigh 124 to 126. Again, some of our show sponsors, some of the banners that you'll see around the ring. The announcer stand banner right here was purchased by Shell House Livestock Company. Again, they purchased this banner from the Ohio State Fair Sheep Barn Promotion Program purchase. Again, we thank those folks at Shell House Livestock Company. Also contributing to the OSIA League Council Market Lamb Ohio State Fair Sheep Barn Promotion Program sponsorship by purchasing ringside banners. Those banners that you'll see around the ring: Kalmbach Feeds, Formula of Champions, Lindy's Livestock Photos, Show Feeds Incorporated by Kalmbach, the Showbox Society, Amstutz Show Lambs. Again, we thank all of these breeders and feed companies for purchasing these banners, which they did again in the Ohio State Fair Sheep Barn Promotion Program.
Really nice class as we get out here in this particular division of weight. And certainly I think it's a race for second, because the one that kind of steps up to the front and does all the things right is this one in the first hole. She's again the best footed one, the best one in terms of bone structure and feet and legs and the way she can move. And then she's the really good silhouette one. She's high-headed, she's long-necked, really good underline. You put your hands on her, she's got a great touch. I think there's a very excellent female there in one. I think 2 and 3 are in close, and it depends upon what your priorities are, how you want to move them. But the one in second, she's a monster-footed thing. She's very bold in terms of her rib. She's big back. She's maybe just I'd like to change her in weight distribution, especially through her front end. She's just got a little more depth through her forerib. She's a little bolder in terms of her shoulder, but her certainly a good breeding piece that's got a big back in her, a big hip, just not quite as wild-necked and short-bladed as the one in first. The one in third has the better underline comparatively to the first two, but I just think the one in second balances up a little nicer in terms of her hip and her stifle. But this is a good underlined one. It's big caged and good hip. The one in four is kind of a bigger outlined one. Again, she comes just a little deeper through her forerib and her chest floor as we compare to the three in front of her, but a really good ewe, good on her feet and legs. And the one in five is kind of the wild silhouette one. Again, it's kind of long necked, long bodied. She's a little high twisted, and we need to change her back legs if we were going to move her up. But five really excellent sheep. Let's give them all a nice hand.
Our results of class number 8. Class number 8, those were ewe lambs weighing 119 to 123. First place goes to Carly Mag from Ottawa. Second place goes to Betsy Young Peter from Spencerville. Third place, Sutton Weston from Marion. Fourth place, Shelby Bays from Ashland. Fifth, Reed Black from Newcomerstown. Sixth, Brinley Rice from Farmdale. Seventh, Riley Strader from New Concord. Eighth, Joe Bias from Waleska, Georgia. Ninth, Taylor Wadsworth from Atwater. And 10th place, Carter Koviak from West Salem. In the ring, we have class number 9. In the ring is class 9. These ewe lambs weigh 124 to 126 pounds. Make a first call for class number 10. Class number 10, those are ewe lambs weighing 127 to 129. Need to have those to the Schroyer Showstock Makeup Arena. Class number 10. Nice catch. Second call for class number 10. ULAMs win 127 to 129. Second call. Last call, class number 10. Last call, class number 10.
Well, again, another really good class from top to bottom, and the top five's probably deeper than we've seen in our top five in the previous classes, but there's one heater out here, and she wins by a landslide. This one's got all the bells and whistles from the side, great through her underline balance, high-headed, good-chested, just really good cage. You put your hands on her, and she's one of the best touching ones we've handled all day. And then you watch her in motion. That's another good-footed one that's really good in her stride. I think a very excellent ewe to win this class. Then in second and third are close. They're different kinds of sheep. I think second's a little taller fronted and shallower through her forerib. I think three's more powerful. You can probably flip a coin because I'd like to change both of them on their back legs, but there's just a little differences in terms of the silhouette. I like the taller fronted, better four-ribbed one, and the one in second. The one in three's all kinds of stout. I mean, big-footed, big-backed, just a great touching one. We definitely need to change them back legs. I'm really critical on back legs in my program, and I tell you, I have a hard time not looking at that. I know it's something a lot of people don't pay attention to, but that's a very heavy-muscled sheep. The one in four, here's a long-bodied sheep, a little bigger outline. Maybe just a little flatter rib. I'd like to change just the way her forerib is and maybe open up the curvature in the upper side of her rib and the lower side of her rib. But she is shallower than the one in five. The one in five is, again, a long-bodied, big-back sheep. She's just a little flatter ribbed comparatively to top end. But this is probably the best group of top five that we've seen in a nice class from top to bottom. So let's give them a nice round of applause.
Our results of class number 9. Class number 9, those ewe lambs weighed 124 to 126 pounds. First place goes to Victoria Kovacs from Fulton. Second place is Ava Valerie from South Charleston. Third, Carson Narup from Loveland. Fourth, Reese Cook from Mansfield. Fifth, Gentry Kreutzer from Kansas. Sixth, Abby Snyder from Shelby. Seventh, Camilla Niederhaus from Oak Harbor. Eighth, Abby Bias from Watsika, Georgia. Ninth, Austin Salzner from Seville. And 10th place, Bryson Bays from Ashland. Entering the ring is class number 10. These ewe lambs weigh 127 to 129. I'm going to make a first call for class 11. Class number 11, ewe lambs weighing 130 to 134. We need to have those to the Schroyer Show Stock Makeup Arena. Class number 11, first call. Second call for class number 11. Second call, class number 11. ULAM's weighing 130 to 134.
Again, one of the better classes we've seen out here yet tonight. Again, probably the best top 5 that we've seen. These are some really good sheep on the top end of this class, and the one that wins this class does so quite handily, just in terms of her body build. This one's the shoulder is right, her rib cage is opened up top and bottom. She's got good curvature to her rib. She's the best backed one, and she's the best handling one. She's maybe not the biggest featured one that we have here, but she's probably the best footed because she moves the best, and that's why she wins the class. The one in second, Young Man's You, the front 3/4 of this sheep is lights out good. I mean, this thing's neck and shoulder is just awesome. Rib cage is really good. Underline sweep's really good. Her top's really good. She needs a better loin edge, and she needs a bigger pin set. If she had that, she'd be lights out way up in the front, because the front 3/4 of this one is just excellent. Good on her feet and legs, good on her movement. I just need a bigger loin edge and a bigger pin set, but a very nice ewe lamb. The one in third, this one can give you some good looks. She's tall fronted, she's shallow, and she's good underline. I like her back shape. Her loin edge is okay. You get her in motion, she's a little high twisted, and her back legs are kind of outside of her skeleton. She is immature, and I can see this one's better days down the road, but I would like to see a better pair of back legs on her. But I love her tall frontedness, and I love her underline, and I love her forerib. The one in 4, this is just a really solid one in terms of the top 5. Nice balance, good handling. She's maybe a nickel long-bodied comparatively to the top 3, but I don't think she's too long. Maybe her shank bone is just a little long, and that's probably all correlated, but just a good solid sheep. She's just a little nicer balance than the one in 5. The one in 5 is ripped up, opened up in her rib cage. She's big back. She's just a little piecey on the move. I'd like to blend all that together if I could compare the top end, but a really good top 5, a good class from top to bottom. Let's give them a nice hand.
Our results of class number 10. Those are ewe lambs weighing 127 to 129. First place goes to Jada Schroyer from DeGraff. Second place, Braden Wolf from Upper Sandusky. Third place, Carly Mag from Ottawa. Fourth place, Avery Rice from Farmdale. Fifth, Paige Garrett from Versailles. Sixth, Zane Werner from Vickery. Seventh, Naston Kilbarger from Logan. Eighth, Hunter Barrera from Somerset. Ninth, Brunson Shearer from Shreve. And 10th place, Avery Kramer from Wapakoneta. Entering the ring is class number 11. These are ewe lambs weighing 130 to 134 pounds. We'll give a first call. First call for class number 12. Ewe lambs weighing 135 to 139 pounds. First call to the Schroyer Showstock Makeup Arena. Like to introduce to you all tonight, handing out the awards, our Ohio Lamb and Wool Ambassador. For 25-26, it's Courtney Copeland. She's been very honored to serve as our wool ambassador, lamb and wool ambassador. She will begin her sophomore year this fall at South Dakota State University, where she is majoring in agricultural education. She was raised on her family's sheep and crop farm located in Logan County. Courtney has been involved in the sheep industry from a young age. She has exhibited sheep at the local, state, and national levels and continues to promote and in all multiple facets of the American sheep industry. Courtney's excited to be here today and wishes all the exhibitors good luck. Let's give Courtney a nice hand for helping us out here as your 26 Ohio Lamb and Wool Ambassador.
That was trivia handing that.
Second call for class number 12. Blackface Cross U Lambs win 135-139. Second call to the Schroyer Showstock Makeup Arena. Last call for class number 12. Last call. About ready to finish this class? ULAMs win 135 to 139. Last call, class 12.
Again, as we're getting up in here towards the end, a little bigger scale kind of sheep, a little more mature, but a really nice lineup of them. I think these top three certainly got a lot of good about each one of them. Probably the best balanced ones, this blue sheep, very dynamic in terms of silhouette, and then she's very short-bladed for as massive as she is, and she's got a big back shape in her, big loin edge in her, big butt flare, a lot of bone under all that shag, and she the very good ewe. I would like to just see her go a little bit more, but certainly a ewe that I think wins this class rather handily. The ewe in second's a good silhouette. Tall fronted, shallow, good underline. Maybe gives up a little bit of the width and the power of the first one, and maybe 4 and 5 in this particular class. But I think she's the next best one in terms of balance when you get her on the move. I think she's a very youthful sheep yet that's probably got some better days ahead of her. The ewe in third really is a massive touching one. I really like the way she handles over her rack. She's a big hipped one. She's one that when you get off on the side, we need to drop her flank. If she would do that, she'd certainly be more competitive. Maybe not the biggest footed one or the best back-legged one that we've seen today, but I think it's acceptable. Then in 4 and 5, we got the power sheep. They are massive. They're ripped open. They're big cage sheep. This one in 4 is a great touching one. Just is a little out of balance in terms of just side view. You see how she's a little up in her spine and down in her loin, and then her back legs maybe a little out of her side of her skeleton. But I certainly appreciate the muscle and the power. I think she'll be a nice breeding piece. The one in 5 again is a big backed one, a big hipped one, probably the biggest lower stifle that we've seen. A big back leg. You get off on the side, she's just way too parallel in her underline and her rib cage. We need to see just a little more sweep there and be a little shallower in her forerib. But 5 really interesting sheep to evaluate. Let's give these kids a nice hand.
Our results of class number 11. Class number 11, those ewe lambs weighed 130 to 134 pounds. First place goes to Kendall Davies from Bowling Green. Second place is Ella Altizer from Sunbury. Third place, Delaney Duke from Worcester. Fourth place, Cade Beck from Pettisville. Fifth place, Dallas Cribaheny from Richwood. Sixth, Addison Dillo from DeGraff. Seventh place, McKenna Kimball from Hicksville. Eighth place, Jasper Marker from Greenville. Ninth, Avery Flax from Springfield. And 10th place, Harper Horning from Bucyrus. Entering the ring is class number 12. Class 12, those ewe lambs weigh 135 to 139 pounds. Let's make a first call for our final class here of the day. In the individual classes, this is class number 13, last blackface cross class. Class 13, the ewe lambs weigh 141 to 155. We need to have those to the Schroyer Showstock Makeup Arena, class number 13. getting here near the end of the show. For all you exhibitors, we do have a exhibitors party this evening. It'll last between in the 7 to 9 area. And they're going to have a couple rock and roll bands. Well, I guess it's going to be a DJ. Anyhow, it'll be a fun time for all to get to meet the other exhibitors that you'll be participating with here today and also tomorrow. But anyhow, it'll be a nice, good time to mingle. Again, it's from 7 to 9 this evening. Second call for class number 13. Class number 13, ULAMs win 141 to 155 pounds. Last call. We're finalizing here class number 12. Number 13 is in the makeup arena. After that, we'll be ready. We'll need the first and second place individuals in all the classes before, class 1 through 13. So, you exhibitors, fair warning. We have the last class in the makeup arena. Next up will be for our champion and reserve champion Jackpot U's. We'll need the first and second individuals.
very competitive top end of this class, especially these top three. I think there's a lot of elite attributes these girls have that I think can make a difference in a flock. But there was never no doubt this first one was going to win as soon as she walked in. I mean, silhouette, balance, structural correctness, her feet and legs are awesome. Then you get off on the side of her, she gives you a wonderful silhouette. She's a good underline, good cage. Then you get up on her and she's a big backed one. It's big in her loin edge. I think just a very, very elite female to start this class. Now 2 and 3 got some give and take, and if I could change a couple things and tweak them, I think we'd have just a really good one. This one in second is a wild one. She is long-necked. She's got a great silhouette. She's a great touching one. I'd like to soften her up in the middle part of her cage. I think then she'd be quite a bit more competitive. Maybe drop or twist just a bit, but I think one for what she does good, she does awfully well. The bigger backed and the fuller caged one is the 1 in 3. This thing is got the right spread to the middle part of her cage. She's got a good underline. She's got a big back shape. She's maybe a little longer bladed than the first or the second one, and maybe not quite as shallow through her forerib, but I like a lot of things about this sheep. I think her cage is awesome. Her upper hip shape is huge. She's got a big flare to her stifle. She's got a lot of bone and a good feet and leg on her. I think she's just a very nice ewe as well. The sheep in 4 is one that just kind of got into a really tough class. In any other classes, she might have been a little higher than 4. She just fits in this hole really nice. She's a good balanced sheep, maybe nondescript in terms of her top shape as I compared to the first 3, but a good underlying sheep, tremendous amount of bone, really good in her feet and legs as well. The 1 in 5 is just maybe a little deeper bodied. She's a little plainer in her cage. Doesn't give you quite the wow factor in terms of how her cage sets in her body, but certainly a very good ewe lamb in her own right. Nice class from top to bottom. Let's give them a nice hand.
Our results of class number 12. First place goes to Carson Narup from Loveland. Second place goes to Reese Cook from Mansfield. Third, Harper Horning from Bucyrus. Fourth place, Rowan Ward from Waverly. Fifth place, Niederhouse. What's that first name? Gabriella Niederhouse from Oak Harbor. 6, Emma Titak from Zanesville. 7th, Allison Poling from Richwood. 8th, Kinsley Courtwright from Troy. 9th place, Gabriella Niederhouse from Oak Harbor. And 10th place, Molly Meyer from Fort Jennings.
What place? Second. Okay, class 11. Second is Ella Altheimer. Well, what happened? I must have went to sleep.
Yeah. Again, in the ring, we have our last class of the day. This is class number 13. ULAMs win 141 to 155. We're going to make a first call. First call for the first and second place class winners in classes 1 through 12. We need to have those to the Schroyer Showstock Makeup Arena. We'll need you in there for your overall champion and reserve champion Jackpot U Show. Again, let's be getting those in there. Class 1 through 12, first and second place.
Well, again, a nice top end as we get to our final class. These first two are really good. I think the first one's just a little extra special and a little extra elite in terms of her shoulder and her forerib. One that gives you a great look from the side. Her chest is way up where it needs to be. Her underline's good. You put your hands on her. Her top is good. Big rack, really good legged. I really like that one. The one in second, maybe a little longer bladed. If she was a little shorter bladed, we'd maybe run with her. Certainly a ewe that has a big back shape, a good underline still, a big butt flare, maybe not quite as dynamic the way she blends it all together, especially in motion, but I think a really good second place ewe, a lot of product and a lot of look. The one in third just gives you a nice solid look, good underline sweep. I like her forerib, I like her back leg. She's just a little softer in her middle compared to the fourth one. I like that about her. She's also a little better in her chest plate. The one in four, a little longer bodied, maybe not quite as full in terms of the center part of her rib, maybe drops a little more chest through her front legs than I'd like to see. The fifth one's just a really solid ewe. She's a very good build, just needs to be more opened up as I compare to the top four, but a really good class again. Let's give them all a nice round of applause.
Our results of class number 13, ewe lambs weighing 141 to 155 pounds. First place goes to Reese Cook from Mansfield. Second place goes to Keegan Jones from Herod. Third place goes to Peyton Prince from Conover. Fourth place is Gavin Richards from Bowling Green. And fifth place goes to Bryson Bays from Ashland. Sixth, Tucker Schuffennecker from Oregon. Seventh, Jake Kramer from Findlay. Eighth, Lila Henry from London. Ninth place is Bryson Bays from Ashland. And 10th place, Delaney Borders from West Liberty. Again, we need to get the first and second place individuals in classes 1 through 13. We need those to the makeup arena, Schroyer Showstock Makeup Arena, as soon as possible. We're ready to go for our Jackpot Youth Show Grand and Reserve Champion overall. Let's be getting the first and second ones to the makeup arena. There's another name from the cattle barn that's...
Yes. Yeah. For sure.
While we're getting those first and second place individuals in there, into our makeup arena, the Ohio Sheep Improvement Association is proud to recognize the tremendous support provided this year by the Ohio Sheep and Wool Program, whose approval of the checkoff funded dollars has made the Youth Sheep Excellence Initiative possible. Through the Ohio Sheep and Wool Program leadership, more than $87,000 is being awarded to youth exhibitors at the Ohio State Fair. This is the largest and most inclusive payout program our sheep barn has ever offered, and every exhibitor is eligible to pursue these opportunities, regardless of age, experience, or class division. Awards are earned through competition celebrating excellence across market lambs, breeding sheep, showmanship, and outstanding exhibitor achievements. The Ohio Sheep and Wool Program investments also supports barn enhancements such as live streaming, champion banners, and production upgrades that help highlight the hard work of our exhibitors and the strength of the Ohio sheep industry. The Ohio Sheep Improvement Association thanks the Ohio Sheep and Wool Program Board of Directors for its commitment to the youth development and the industry growth. We also thank the donors and supporters of the Ohio State Fair Sheep Barn Promotion Auction for helping amplify this impact. Together, we are building a stronger future for Ohio's sheep industry through exhibitors at the Ohio State Fair. You ready to go, Jeffrey? All right. Let's go with our Grand and Reserve Champion Drive for your Open Youth Jackpot U Show out of class number 1. We had 32 head shown in our whiteface crosses. Lambs win 90 to 145. First place, Jada Schroyer from DeGraff. In the reserve hole there, second place was Braden Wolf from Upper Sandusky. Coming out of class number 2. Class number 2 in the blackface crosses. Lambs win 90 to 100 pounds. 18 head showed. First place, Braden Wolf from Upper Sandusky. In the second place class in that division was Victoria Kovacs from Fulton. Out of class number 3, 17 head shown. The Lambs weigh 101 to 104 pounds. First place was Chance Holly from Bowling Green. And our runner-up in that class was Hunter Burns from Greenville. Out of class number 4, 18 head shown. Lambs win 105 to 107 pounds. First place, Macy Miller from Carroll. And runner-up in that class was Jane Graham from Patriot. Out of class number 5, 18 head shown. Lambs win 108 to 113 pounds. First place, Callie Hoppus from Marion. Our runner-up was Brinley Bollinger from Sterling. In class number 6, 14 head shown. Lambs win 114 to 115 pounds. First place, Tinley Cook from Mansfield. Runner-up was Chance Holly from Bowling Green. Out of class number 7, 17 head shown. Lambs weighing 116 to 118 pounds. First place, Sutton Weston from Marion. Our runner-up was Emma Titak from Zanesville. Going to class number 8, 19 head shown. Lambs weighing 119 to 123 pounds. First place, Carly Mag from Ottawa. Runner-up was Betsy Young-Peter from Spencerville. Out of class number 9, 16 head shown. Lambs win 124 to 126 pounds. First place goes to Victoria Kovacs from Fulton. Our Ava Valerie from South Charleston. Our next class of the day was class number 10, 17 head shown. Lambs win 127 to 129. First place, Jada Schroyer from DeGraff. Our runner-up in that class was Braden Wolf from Upper Sandusky. Going to class number 11, 17 head shown. Ewe lambs win 130 to 134 pounds. First place, Kendall Davies from Bowling Green. Our runner-up was Ella Altizer from Sunbury. In class number 12, 18 head shown. Ewe lambs win 135 to 139 pounds. First place, Carson Narup from Loveland. Our runner-up, Reese Cook from Mansfield. And in our last class of the day here was class number 13, 18 head shown. The lambs win 141 to 155 pounds. First place, Reese Cook from Mansfield. Our runner-up is Keegan Jones from Herod. Let's give these exhibitors a nice hand. Here's your champion drive for your Open Youth Jackpot Youth Show. Again, our judge for our Youth Jackpot Youth Show. It's been a pleasure to have Mr. Donnie Bagaka from Castlewood, South Dakota. Again, Donnie's family, wife Stacy, 3 daughters are all involved in their operation. His daughters, Callie, Brooke, and Bryn. Also, he has 4 grandsons following him around helping out. Again, they have a flock of ewes of 200 blackface Hampshire ewes. They also have 400 recips. They flush around 40 donors a year. Again, they target the market show lambs with breeding stock available that they sell nationwide. They raise sheep. Not only do they have sheep, they have Hereford cattle. And again, very, very competitive Hereford cattle, which they specialize in that show heifer production program. Again, we want to thank Donnie for coming out and helping us with our Ohio State Fair Commercial Youth Jackpot Youth Show. Let's give him a nice hand. Done an excellent job. Again, I want to thank all the exhibitors for getting into the makeup arena on time. Made our show go on real smooth. We appreciate that. Your parents and the exhibitors for getting those in there. Again, it'll be another big day. Tomorrow we'll be starting 8 o'clock with our Junior Market Lamb Show. We hope that trend goes right into tomorrow. But thank you for getting those lambs to the ring and made our show go along very smooth. Again, there will be a party tonight. There'll be a party tonight from 7 to 9 o'clock. All exhibitors. They tell me that they have 2 bands coming. Well, actually, it's a DJ. And there'll be food. And again, you can mingle with your other exhibitors. Be a great time. Also, we want to thank the big committee, which the big committee is belief is on bred well and raised right through their support of generous partners, including their title sponsors, A.J. Boofer and Son, and also Farm Credit. Our today's show sponsors are Adam Family Club Lambs and Stock Show Secrets, and many dedicated breeders, businesses, and families. We're proud to recognize the hard work and accomplishments of the Ohio Junior Sheep exhibitors. Again, through their generous support of our sponsors, breeders, and industry partners, the big committee is proud to provide additional awards that celebrate the success of Ohio junior sheep exhibitors. These awards recognize the dedication required to raise and exhibit quality livestock while reflecting the big committee's commitment to bred well and raised right, and investing in the next generation of the sheep industry. Again, monetary awards will be provided to the top 5 in each of the Open Jackpot U shows, which throughout all 13 classes, and also the top 5 overall. We want to thank the big committee for their support and their sponsors.
Well, let's give all these exhibitors a big round of applause. Certainly got some very high quality females out here. Just my opinion today, you can go down the road and I'm sure get juggle this up in a lot of different ways, but I certainly appreciate, first of all, the opportunity to come out. I want to thank the committee for asking me. Certainly got an excellent committee. The way this show has ran very smoothly, very efficiently, and they need a big round of applause for all that they do. You know, I think it's important that we really appreciate agriculture, and we need to get somebody out here, some of these young kids involved in production agriculture, so that they're the ones that go back to the farm and want to raise these sheep or cattle or hogs or what have you, and they'll be raising the next generation of champions, hopefully, for your Ohio State Fair. So I think there's a lot of different avenues in agriculture, but I think we need to really push these kids to production agriculture, because it's an excellent way to raise a family and make a living. So let's give all these kids one more hand. I know which 5 I want. We just need to juggle them up a little bit in my mind. I'll go out and show you the top 5 selection, but thanks again for having me.
Our champion commercial U goes to Victoria Kovacs from Fulton County at a class number 9. Our reserve champion goes to Carson Narup from Loveland at a class number 12. Our third overall goes to class number 1, Jada Schroyer from DeGraff. Fourth overall goes to Tenley Cook from Mansfield out of class number 6. Our fifth overall goes to Jada Schroyer from DeGraff out of class number 10. Again, I want to thank our judge, Mr. Donnie Bagaka from Castlewood, South Dakota. Our Ohio State Fair Champion Overall Youth Jackpot Youth Show, our banner was purchased and sponsored by Megan Joe Photography and Creative, Megan Ruffing, doing the presenting. For our Reserve Champion Overall Youth Jackpot Show, our banners was presented by Beck Showlambs, Dave Beck. Our third overall banner for our Youth Jackpot Youth Show was presented by Schroyer Sisters, Ava, Jada, and Anara Schroyer. Our fourth overall place banner for our Jackpot Youth Show was presented by the Ohio Farm Bureau Federation, Nationwide Insurance, and the OSIA Lead Council. Roger High, presenting that from the Ohio Farm Bureau Federation and Director of Livestock, and Ohio Sheep Improvement Association Executive Director. Our fifth overall place banner for our Youth Jackpot Youth Show was presented by Schroyer Sisters, Ava, Jada, and Anara Schroyer. Ava, Jada, and Anara presenting the banner. Again, the top 5 payout, $750 for the first place champion overall, $700 for reserve, $650 for third, $600 for fourth, and $500 for fifth place overall. Congratulations to all the exhibitors, of course, and the breeders of the 2026 Ohio State Fair Open Youth Jackpot Youth Show Top 5 Awards. Okay, in about 30 minutes, there'll be a party, and it will be held right here in the show arena. In the show arena, again, a party. There's been the big committee has put together a party, and it will start in approximately